I'm back. Night 2 of the makeup mini series. Woohoo! Last night we talked about skincare. That was really fun. You guys saw me do a detox mask, which my face felt fabulous this morning when I woke up. I'm just gonna say that. Tonight,
Too,
thanks, honey. He's such a good support. Tonight we're gonna talk about flawless coverage. Okay, everybody wants that photoshopped face. I'm going to show you how to get it with a few tips and tricks that I've learned over the last like 4 months. Hey Samantha, when you guys pop on, make sure you say hi. Hi Lexi. Feel free to share this video if you'd like. Also, if it's your first time watching, tap the screen and make sure you hit the follow button. That way you're notified every time that we go live, because you never know what's going to happen when we go live. Hey Shanda. Flawless coverage for foundation. I'm going to cover pretty much everything that we offer, okay? We're going to start out with primer, we're going to start out with the foundation, we're going to go in with concealer, and we're going to finish it off with the setting powder. Guys, if you have not seen my little video, I posted it in my beauty blog. If you have not seen the video where I put bright pink lipstick on my... Hey Trish! Oh, thanks Lexi. I do have a bare face right now. But if you have not... Huh?
Nothing?
If you have not seen that video that I posted in the beauty blog of me putting bright pink lipstick on my cheeks with the setting powder on one, it doesn't budge. The other one was all over my face. You guys have to check that out. This setting powder is amazing, and I'm going to show you and demonstrate, okay? I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, because Jamie's laughing at me, because that's how we're rolling with the makeup mini series. We're not going to take up a whole lot of your time. But I am going to show you how good of coverage this foundation, Touch Mineral foundation, and the concealer is, okay? I have 2 Sharpies. Guess what I'm going to do with my Sharpies? I'm going to draw my face, and I'm going to show you the coverage. And then while I'm doing this, hey Miss Ann, hey Sid Hill, thanks for sharing, Miss Ann. I forgot where I was.
Something
I don't
about
know.
marking on your face.
Yeah, so I am going to mark on my face. I'm just going to do some random pink and black dots to just mimic blemishes or redness that you may have. And I'm going to show you the coverage of this foundation and concealer. And I'm also going to tell you little tips and tricks on when applying it, how to apply it to make it look great. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be interesting. Whew, I have not thought about this. I know, Lexi, it's so much fun showing this off. So I'm just going to do, oh Lord, here we go.
Just do it.
I'm just doing it. There's a few black dots. Black dots. Yeah, like Sharpies, guys. This is not washable marker. Okay, I'm doing this for y'all. Let's put some red dots up in here. Okay. Put one right there too. Okay, so now that I'm covered in black and red dots, let's get started. We're gonna go in first with the primer. It is always, always, always a must to put primer on your face before you do any kind of foundation application, okay? The primer...
Why you gotta do that?
I'm about to explain myself here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The primer acts as a barrier. Miss Ann, you know me, I am a bit crazy. Did the red dots just get bigger on my face? I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing it. Anyway, the primer will act as a barrier, okay? And it's going to sink into those pores and fine lines, and it's going to fill it in. Hey, Miss Laura, I just drew on my face with black and red Sharpie just to show you the coverage of this liquid gold, okay? I have not practiced this before, okay? So I have full confidence that this is going to work, but I don't know for sure, okay?
We're gonna find out.
So the primer acts as a barrier for your skin. It's going to go into your pores and those fine lines. It's going to fill it in, and it's going to make a perfect canvas for your for your foundation application. God, these red dots went out of control. Told you I've never done this before. So what I do... No, thank you. I'm good. So what I do, I just put a little bitty tiny, not even a pea-size amount on my fingers, spread it all around my face. Let that dry for a little while. You want it to set in. Like I said, it's going to act as that barrier. It's going to protect your skin or your pores, those fine lines. Your makeup's not going to, you know, collect in there. It's not going to. Miss Ann says hi.
Hi.
Why not washable marker, Trish? I don't know, because Sharpies is what,
What she decided?
I thought it would be more dramatic. For permanent marker. Yes, the primer is always going to fill in those fine lines. If you have acne scarring like I do, it's going to help fill that in. Your foundation is not going to set in those lines or those creases or those little, you know, pore pockets. That primer is going to act as a barrier. It's a really good idea to do it. So once that dries a little bit, you want it to set in. You go in with the Liquid Touch foundation, okay? This is all minerals. Now let me tell you a little bit about this foundation and Unique products in general. Unique has banned, cannot use 1,300 different chemicals or products that they put into their makeup, their skincare, their foundation, whatever. There's 13, no, I won't. I'll get it off somehow. If I have to get a brittle pad, I will get this off my face. If I don't, then I've got foundation that's going to cover it up. So I'm good. So they have banned 1,300 chemicals that they do not put in their products, okay? The US has only banned 11 of them, like, you know, legally. So 11 of the 1,300 chemicals that Unique has already banned, the US doesn't allow you to use. So we're like light years ahead of, you know, all the chemicals that should not be in your makeup, should not be on your face. Okay, so when I say that this stuff is good, it's good. It's not going to hurt your face. It's not going to hurt anything. When you apply this liquid foundation, you always want to use a brush. Do not use your hands, okay? The only time that you're going to apply anything with your hands is going to be your primer, okay? Make sure you wash your hands. We talked about that last night too. Make sure you wash your hands before you touch your face, because 9 times out of 10, you have just cleansed your face, you've moisturized, now you're going to put on your primer, okay? So what we're going to do, let me make sure this is all shook up real good.
Oh, shook up.
I'm all shook up. And we're going to put a few dots on a liquid foundation brush. Okay? Always use a brush or a blending bud, whatever works for you, but don't use your fingers. This liquid foundation, it does show my, yeah, it shows my faith in the product. I'm telling you. So don't use your hands for this application. This liquid dries as a powder. If you apply it with your hands, it's not going to come out right. Also, you dab it like all over your face. You're just going to kind of spread it out. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Disperse. I guess that's what I'm looking for. And you're not going to sit here and you're not going to really, like, with a heavy hand blend it in. You're going to buff. You're going to buff with a very light hand in circular motions. What is falling from the sky out there?
Probably pollen.
It looked like a bird or something.
Probably.
So you're just going to buff and buff and buff.
Kim Lloyd, Diana McFeathers, Ann is watching too.
Hi guys.
Laura White's watching. Or I guess you see that already.
Yeah, I've talked to Laura. So very light hand, you're going to buff. You're going to use the light hand also because you don't want to break through that barrier of primer that you put on, right?
The barrier of the primer.
You want to use a very light hand. Now, the good thing about this is that it's buildable. So if you have black and red Sharpie on your face or acne, but you could, I mean, you can use as many layers of this as you want. I usually do 2 layers on my face during the day because I have acne and I want to cover it up. But this is the coverage for 1, okay? This is 2.
I'll tell you what, your face looks a lot better since you've been using that cleanser and all every night too.
Thank you, dear.
It's really cleared up your acne.
You hear that? He said that my skin looks a whole lot better since I've been using Unique's Royalty Skincare line, which I have to agree. I have struggled all my life with acne, and
All mother struggle bus.
my skin is so much clearer now that I've been using this stuff because it's so good for you. It's so good for you.
All natural.
There's the forehead. So there you go, guys. There is the coverage, 2 layers of the liquid foundation. Okay? You might be able to see a little bit up there. But this is real life. I've never practiced this before. So I had no idea how this was going to work out. I'm pretty impressed with it myself right now, okay? So after the liquid foundation, you're going to go in with the Skin Perfecting Concealer. Now, this stuff will last you like at least a year, I'm telling you, because it's a good sized tube for the amount that you need to use, all right? You only need a tiny bit. And again, use a beauty blender. Some ladies use a damp beauty blender. What I found, what works best for me is the powdered concealer brush. It's a dual-ended brush. A lot of girls use this brush for the liquid foundation because it's a little bit, you know, bigger than the liquid foundation brush, and the bristles are about the same. They're tightly compacted. They're soft, but it gives like a really good buff, I guess, what you want, right? But I use this end for my concealer, okay? I just put a little tiny dab on here. Like, can you see that? Little tiny dab?
A little dab will do you.
Little dab will do you. And you're going to make a V, okay? Under your eye, down the side, like to the end of your nose, and you're gonna go up, okay? I used to, and you're gonna do it again with a light hand. I used to do like the half moon shape underneath my eye. And I don't have a mirror, so I'm trying to use my phone, so this is interesting.
You want to get your mirror?
No, I'm good. It tends to screw up my lighting when I use a mirror.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I got some way up here. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying. That's usually what happens. Okay, so I used to use the half moon, you know, like you would just put concealer under your eyes and then rub it in and that's good to go. Usually the main point of using concealer under your eyes is to hide like dark circles, right? To conceal dark circles, to find lines, whatnot. A half moon, if you're just going to conceal right here, that's going to accentuate that dark circle. So you want to bring it down a little bit further, like on the tops of your cheeks, to give yourself a little bit of highlight, okay? It kind of just brings your face all together. Also, you can use this as a highlighter. You can go down the, you know, like the center of your nose. You can do it wherever you highlight, on your chin. I got some on my nose. So we're just gonna, in light, a very light hand. You can tell that I'm not holding this brush very tight, and I'm just going back and forth, just blending it in.
Or eat, whatever it is you're gonna do.
Oh, Trish, yes, you're gonna love the skincare. I'll never go back to using anything else other than the Unique skincare line because it has done wonders for me. Okay? You see how it's brightened up? It's kind of given my face actually that angle, right? We're not going to contour or anything tonight. I'm going to cover that all tomorrow. But you can already tell that just putting that lighter concealer on my cheeks right here has brought, you know, I look awake. Hey, you know? So this will last you forever, guys. Forever. ever. You saw the tiny bit that I used. This is a pretty big thing. You're not going to need to get a new one or refill anytime soon. So the last thing that I'm going to finish off with is our setting powder, okay? This stuff, after I did that lipstick test, I'm totally sold on the setting powder, okay? It's amazing. Your makeup is not going to move. It's not going to budge. It helps set that liquid makeup that you just put on your face. It's going to help it dry. It's going to set in. This is also really good. Leah, the concealer is made with tears of unicorns. That's how magical it is. Amen, sister. If you're really oily, I highly suggest that you use the setting powder because it's going to make your makeup matte. You're not going to be shiny if you use the setting powder. It's also going to help keep that makeup in place in the areas on your face that you do get. Hey, Carter Sherman.
Welcome back to the real world.
Welcome back. Is he in Houston?
He's home.
Oh, he's home?
Yeah, he'll be in Houston on Friday.
Oh, okay.
We'll change his clothes out.
So, anywho, yes, setting powder. It's going to matte your makeup. It's going to help if you're oily. It's going to keep your oily spots from getting oily throughout the day. I use it in my T-zone right here. Right. I probably should use it all over my face. But I just take a beauty blender and dab it in there. This also is going to brighten up your face, okay? This is going to be a product that you apply to your face before you put on any bronzer, before you put on any blush. You want this to go on between those in your liquid foundation, okay? This is also good if you're gonna do like a smoky eye or a really dramatic eye. Let me show you this little thing that I learned, and it's like awesome. It's awesome. Let me show you, okay? If you take this setting powder and you do this, if you like outline, like, let's do boom, just like that, okay? You do that, and then you throw on, there's your guideline for your smoky eye, right? Or for any shadow that you're gonna do. And then when you're done with that shadow and you just wanna get rid of that excess setting powder that's on there, you just buff it off and it will take off any fall off of the shadow that you may have. It gives you that barrier to give you that nice sharp smoky eye. So there's multiple uses for this stuff, okay? It's just magical. I don't know what part of the unicorn this comes from, Leah. What part of the unicorn would you say that the setting powder comes in or comes from? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's probably part of the unicorn. So there you go, guys. This is my tips and tricks for flawless coverage, okay? If you're part of my Beauty Crew blog, make sure you tune in tonight. I will be posting a special that has something to do with all this stuff that I use. Also, I want to tell you guys that corporate announced there is free exfoliating masks on qualifying orders. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I hope to hear from y'all. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I am here all night. Okay? We'll see you guys later. Bye.